Hey guys, I had to cut my last video a little short, so instead of posting that one, I'm just going to skip over and I'll go back right now real quick what we went through. So when you're looking at your roster, you can highlight a player like that. You see how his bar turns gray, and red shirt will light up if they are red shirt eligible. So like right there, and you could redshirt. So I chose to redshirt my freshman point guard, and the reason is like his 1.7 in passing, 3.7 in ball handling, rebounding. I think he needs a good year to develop those, and he's third on my depth chart based on those stats. Everybody else, honestly, is probably in the mix to play. So let's see, Woodruff at the 3 and Green at the 5. If we look at the depth chart, I wish they had the class right here, but that is not possible, I guess. But I wish we could see if they were the freshman, sophomore, junior. But let's see, we had one center. Oh, I'm looking on the wrong side again. Holden. All right, there's Green right there. So he's my backup center basically. And the small forward is Woodruff right there. So he is my backup 3. So they should both see plenty of playing time. Campbell is in the depth chart for some reason, but you can see he's way down the list. So I am a little curious as to why he's in the depth chart anyway if he's redshirted, but maybe that'll filter out as we progress. So that was pretty much it. We were looking back at recruiting. Let me just double check something. Depth charts, that was the other thing, and rotations. Okay, so rotations was here. They do have AI suggest for depth chart and matrix or just the sub matrix, and you do not click on the bar here, it's on the TV screen. Okay, and that's where it will click, and then you can lock that in if you want to. I don't know how to unlock it. Yeah, so I don't know how to unlock that if you even can. Alright, well, it's locked for better or for worse. Alright, we're going to get back into recruiting. Alright, there's our 4 scholarship players, and again, the pitch is not showing up. So again, I don't know if that's only available at certain times. I don't know if that is you only get so many for the whole year, which that would be weird. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, we're going to bring this recruit in. All right, we have pretty much nailed all of our pitches here. We can still call him. All right. All right, he's hung up on me. All right. Let's see. I like him. Declined our invitation. Nope. All right, he'll come visit us. And I think that's the best we can do this week. So
You have new mail. You have new mail.
practice again, redshirt players.
You have new mail.
That's
You
why
have
he
new
was
mail.
still on the depth chart, because it hadn't actually officially applied the red shirt until we all right, now you see, all right, Murray State, North Dakota, Sandler, height, pool, and the season begins. All right, let's delete all of these. All right, let's come look at the schedule. All right, so we open up November 15th, 18th, 22nd. Let's go to the depth chart. See, you know, I would think that you would be able to do that AI suggest depth chart from this screen. I don't know why you can't, but that's okay. I think we have to do that from rotation. Yeah, because see right here, so that there is an AI suggest depth chart. I'm just not sure why we can't do it from the actual depth chart screen as well. Something to think about. I think that makes sense, but you know, because that's where I would look for depth chart, since that's the depth chart screen. But anyway, all right, so Campbell is, but he's still listed, and nowhere in here does it tell me he is a red shirt that I can see. The only place that it shows up is if I look at him on my roster right here. So you would think somewhere on the player card it needs to tell you that. You know, with the R here or parentheses or something. But that's okay. You know, we just, you know, again, it's just trying to figure out exactly how the game is set up, what it's doing, and how we deal with that. All right, let's go to recruiting, Atlantic, call list, update, offers. All right, so Sandler has fallen off, so we're going to revoke him, take him off of our list. Well, I'm going to leave him on the call list. That doesn't hurt me any. All right, so Daniels. Let's see if we can get the rest of his pitches, and he won't even talk to us. All right, Gurley. Still can't lock in a pitch there. He didn't want to talk about his folks. Height has lost interest, so we're going to cancel that scholarship. All right, now, so we need to find interest levels. All right, let's look at, let's see, Dickel is a 2. Good scorer, good passer, below average defender. All right, Charles has my attention. Not a good free throw shooter, but a lot of big guys aren't. All right. All right, that's enough. We'll end the call there. So we've gotten a little bit of information. All right, Charles. And all right, we can come down as far as Fife. So defense and rebounds. Power forward, 1.9 GPA. I'm worried about that, so I'm going to stay off of him there. B, D. I like him. Worst that can happen is they don't like us after they come and visit. All right. And let's just see who we can call. There was one other guy, Charles Williams, maybe Fife. Ball handling, passing. Declines invitation. Alright, well, that got us on the board with him. And let's go ahead to the schedule. Alright, stop sim for human injury and action emails. I'm going to sim the week. Now, you can choose to play your games out, I believe, but I'm a simmer. I like to just sim mine out. And you can see that you can kind of tell when they stop, but the good news is you do set alright, that's us. Alright, navigation, play, we're going to cancel, and we're going to can I not sim? How do I sim here? Okay, we're going to make that CPU, and alright, yeah, I'm not happy with any of this here. I don't know what Gamecast is. There's got to be a way you can just speed sim through that, right? Huh. Okay, there we go. You have to uncheck it. So when we get to the next game, I'll show you exactly what I did. It's a little confusing, but okay. It took us a minute to figure it out. All right, so it's going to automatically stop for your game. So you cancel, and you'll notice next to your game is this blue check mark. So we're going to uncheck that and then hit the sim, and it'll sim through that. And we're still just simming the week, so I'm guessing it should still stop right there. Okay, so the 19th.
You have new mail.
End of the week. All right, so we're going to come.
You have new mail.
All right, so there's no games on the 20th. So let's go back to our email. All right, scouting reports. So that way if you can change your defenses. You can get as in depth as you want. We're going to delete all of these. I want to go up to schedule, and we lost both of our games. All right, so here's our box score. So we were down 7 at the half and then outscored in the second half by 9. Only one lead change. 24 points in the paint, 7 second chance points. I'd like to see a little more stats, maybe in the next version, but I'd like to see, a breakdown of rebounds, just some of the major stats, um, total rebounds, things of that nature. Let's see, we shot 47% from the floor, 52% from three-point range, 67% from the foul line. Oh, we're the home team here. Nope, we're the away team. That's us. All right, so 3 of 8 shooting, 4 of 8, 2 of 4, 7 of 14, and then 4 of 10 from three-point range. So he had 20 points, 4 turnovers, 6 rebounds, 4 rebounds, 5 rebounds. You've got your starting 5, your guys coming off the bench. Now it doesn't tell you where they played. That's odd, I guess, but because you don't know. Okay, was that a without even the mouse over, you've got to click on him and say, oh, okay, he's a 2 guard. You'd like to be able to see that he filled in as that he was a guard. And I guess the more you play, you'll memorize some of that. But I guess that should I have to, as a player, should I have to memorize that kind of stuff? So anyway, not a huge issue, but something I'd like to just be able to see. Because I'd expect more rebounds out of a forward or a center. Chris Green, I think he was my other center. That's my freshman. 1 for 4, 0 for 2 on foul shots. 1 total rebound. See, even like here, if you had some totals down here, that would be kind of neat. Oh, you do have totals. You just have to scroll down to get it. Never mind. I just had to look for it. An aha moment. 25 rebounds, 29 rebounds. So that was pretty close. Free throw attempts, we only had 9. They had 18. I think. All right, let's take a look at this game. All right, we're the away team again. So we lost by 7, 5 lead changes, 4 ties. We outscored them in the paint, outscored second chance points again. Pretty close on fast break points. They had a 17-point lead at one point. So, it's hard to make up from that. 8 points, 3 boards, 17 points, 11 rebounds for my guard. Wow, 11 rebounds for Winkfield. I mean, he's a good rebounder, don't get me wrong, but out of my 2 guard, wow. Not the guy that I thought would be hitting the glass. And on the defensive end, too, that was actually pretty good. 13 points off the bench for Chris Green. That's my freshman center. Now, why did he have 13 points? He played 24 minutes. Personal fouls, only 3 for Holden, so he wasn't in foul trouble. So Winkfield had that good game, but he was actually minus 12 in the plus minus category. 4 players scored 15 or more for Northwestern. Okay. Now I want to try something different here in the next sim, and I don't want to go too far here, but let's see. First off, we have to go back into recruiting. Check our call list. All right, let me call him. We're going to try to get some more information on pitches. Not wanting to talk to me. That's all right. Let's look at, nope, he wouldn't talk to us there. I guess we've already hosted him. Okay. So that's our 3 guys there. Sandler has told us he's not interested. All right. All right, that's good. We'll call that so we can call one more guy. All right, he'll talk to us. He'll come visit. All right, and that's about it. All right, so we are at the 20th. All right, I do want to go in. Let's do an AI suggest there. I guess that locks it for the week because you see it unlocked all by itself. All right, so there's our depth. There's our rotation, strategy, offensive, defensive. So I guess that's something you just kind of have to get used to and see how to manipulate that, to get the best results. I don't know if it's best to stick with one thing. As some of the people from Wolverine watch some of the videos, hey, feel free to comment in the comments below, and that will help people that watch these kind of get some things figured out. Because, like I said, there's a lot of this that I just don't know, and like I said, I don't want this to be a tutorial on how to use certain things. It's more of a walkthrough, is just to kind of how to get through some of the screens to actually play the game, and then we can work on an actual tutorial later on as I have a little better feel for the game and get some more playing time on it. What I do want to try to do is, okay, let's go to the season. See, I've only got it set to stop on injuries and emails. Well, you know what? We'll just sim the day. All right, we'll sim this day. And we'll just sim for, when the week finishes, we should get emails. So, all right. So if we do it this way, we can actually, you could do it for the whole week, but this way we can review the games as they finish. All right, so let's come back. And we won this one over Murray State. So we'll click here, load the box score. We were the visitors. We were actually down 5, but there were 17 lead changes, 9 ties. We end up winning by 4. 32 points in the paint, 4 second chance points, so that was way down. They really got us on the fast break, and that may be something from us crashing the boards. Maybe I need to dial that back. And we had a 4-point lead at the end of the game. They had an 11-point lead at some point. Victor Winkfield was player of the game for us, 23 points, 6 boards, and 2 blocks. He's our 2 guard, and he ended up with a +2 for the game. Raymond Turner ended up with a +8, 17 points, 7 rebounds. Personal fouls, no foul trouble, so to speak of, only 10 personal fouls for the game. They had 17, and so if we look at our free throw attempts, we had 15, they had 16, and we actually shot 80%. Three-point shooting was real off, 7 of 22. Looks like my 2 guards really struggled, 3 of 12 combined. So yeah, that could be an issue. But we shot 51% from the floor. Okay, so now we can skip past that. Oh, we have an injured player. All right, roster. Well, first off, let's go see if... Didn't tell me I got an email. Oh, no, let's see. Injury report. Here we go. Now, see, too bad. I mean, since this is our page here, too bad we don't have an injury report just for us. You'd think we would. Well, let's just go to roster and see if I can see that. No, nothing stands out here. Oh, injuries right there. All right, Billy White, a strained knee, 75% for 7 days. You know, that might be, you know, when they're injured, maybe have them show up in red. Oh, duh, another gotcha moment. So if they have a plus sign, but maybe have that color coded, maybe turn them red or something to make that pop, because that's twice, both with the red shirt and the plus, that it just didn't stand out enough to get your attention up front. But so there it is. I mean, it is right there. All right, so Billy is my power forward, and if I look at the rotation, well, if I look at my depth chart, I guess. All right, Billy is not my starter. He's actually coming off the bench. He's my second power forward off the bench behind Green, and that's going to put actually behind LaRue Hayes as well. So, all right, well, that's fine. I don't think he'll play a whole lot there, but what we can do is go into rotation, do the AI suggest, come back down, and it did not bump him. Now, when we looked at roster again, he's 75% for 7 days. So November 23rd, he was hurt here. So he'll be out for that game for sure. Okay. We're not done with the week yet, so we'll just keep playing. And you see the progress bar for each week or each day in your week as you're simming. All right, we'll sim this day. So we're 1 and 2, not ranked. Our RPI is 126. All right, here is our spot there. North Dakota. Oh, play sim. All right, so we have to tab back. And we lost that one 82-80. Both teams had 26 points in the paint, 11 lead changes. We actually led this one at the half. We actually had a 16-point lead and blew it. That's harsh. Shot 52%, 31% from three-point range, 80% from the foul line. Yeah, I can't sort that, but that's okay. We got 19 points from Winkfield, 7 turnovers, couple of guys, 3 guys with 4 fouls, including Green, only played 17 minutes. Ended up with 1 point and 6 rebounds. 7 of 13 shooting. I'm just, I'm kind of looking maybe you know how you see how they have the gray and the white across. Maybe there needs to be some colors up and down too, to break those up. Because right now it just looks like a wall of numbers, and it's trying to find them and understanding. Okay, what are those again? Okay, I mean it's possible, but I mean maybe there's a little bit better way to do that to break it up to where it's a little more legible. Um, this is a pop-up. I mean, you can see we could go out, another inch, inch and a half on each side. Could we spread this box score window all the way out and then give a little more room in here for, some delineation, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Not horrible, but, so okay, Billy White did not play. So the game held him out because he was injured, even though he might have been high enough in the rotation where it kept him. Cool. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and sim the rest of the week. And we'll pick up here in the next video. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is, now that we've kind of seen how to get through the games or into the
You
games
have new mail.
and move around, honestly, I think I'm going to make this
You have new mail.
the last video of this series. Because again, the whole purpose of this initial series was just to kind of show us how to maneuver, how to do certain things. At this point, it's just going to be, rinse and repeat for recruiting, depth chart, checking for injuries, how to sim through a week. Naturally, you can play those games out if you want to in 2D or the whatever they called it, the Comcast net, whatever you want to call it. I forget what they call it, but so there's some things there. Now let's see. Let's go to standings, and we are 1-3. 1-game losing streak. Just trying to see if there's anything. Okay, we can't get anywhere from there. Team stats. All right, so we can sort those. That's the entire association. If we look at just the Northeast. All right, so we're actually third in offensive scoring at 76.5. We're worst in defense at 81.8 allowed. So defense is definitely an issue. Now, this is probably something that I could tweak a little bit by reading those scouting reports, going in and adjusting the offenses and defenses that we're going to play each game. So again, I would love for some more experienced players to maybe chime in on how some of that works, and then as I get a little more comfortable and feel that I actually have something that I can tell you that is true, basically, then I can put some tutorial videos out on that end. But I think at this point we've kind of seen everything. You know how to get the game open. You know how to set up an association, get your coach into the game, choose a job. You can recruit. You should be able to get into the season. And at that point, it's just a rinse and repeat of everything that we've been doing. So in any one of the videos in the series, feel free to ask questions. I will answer as best I can. Hopefully some of the guys that from over at the Wolverine forums will pop in and check these videos out. Hopefully they chime in with some answers or input to any questions that come up that they are more suited to answer than I am at this point in time. I hope these have helped. I really do. Again, try out the demo. The game has a really good layout, a really good flow. I have pointed out a few things that just, right on the surface are, just something I'm like, okay, where is that? And I'm struggling with, but nothing major. You saw there was nothing major that we were just really grasping at straws. And keep in mind, today's the first day I'm looking at this game, starting with the first video that went up. Um, so there's really nothing that bogged me down. So hopefully you guys can use this if you're having trouble getting into the game and kind of see how to do things. I'll continue to work on recruiting, but certainly you have the forums over at Wolverine that you can do searches in. You can ask questions there. I would recommend any big questions to ask there, but if they pertain to the videos, feel free to ask them in the comments below. And then, like I said, hopefully either myself or somebody from Wolverine will chime in with some pertinent information that will help out there. But the forum, of course, I think would be the go-to place for specific questions, or just or even general questions that are kind of outside of what I've covered thus far. But thank you for taking the time to check these videos out. I really recommend getting the demo, checking it out, seeing how you like the game, and hopefully we'll see you on the court. So guys, thank you very much. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you down the road. Take care.